Alright, what is up YouTube? So this is kind of a miscellaneous workout here that turned into be like a pretty good workout overall. So I started off, today was supposed to be a 5 rep max on squats, and you'll see that it didn't go as planned here. I did 315 last time, RP like 7. And so I was like, oh yeah, 325's got to be easy. I have that in the bag. And so you can see me taking out the ammonia. It's 275, didn't feel too good. 135 and 225 felt great, but I take the ammonia, I get a nice good whiff of it, and this fucking guy comes walking over. He's like, yo, bro. So I just kind of ignore him and try and get in the zone in my set, but of course he stays there and watches me. And you can see like right on the inside of the knurling on my left shoulder too. I wasn't set up, I wasn't focused. This was just a bad set overall. I should have just taken my fucking money and ran with it and just, started doing something else. But you can see, my hips are shooting up. I'm getting into really old, shitty squat patterns that I thought I ditched. My hips are going way too wide open, and hips are shooting up, and my knees are caving in a little bit. Not so much caving in, but I should be squatting where that is. And I get that 4th rep, and I'm like, nah, it's just not happening on the 5th. And you can see this guy keeps on trying to talk to me. He asks me like if ammonia really works. Yeah, it fucking works. And so he keeps talking to me, yada, 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 But then next I move on to some deadlifts. This is something I programmed in recently because I've been having, I just got off a lower back injury, and so I snapped something up in my lower back. It wasn't even like a max or top set. It was literally a warm-up. I was warming up with 405, and I was going to do a 455 single that day, which would be a PR. But on the 405 warm-up, I guess the accumulation of volume, and because I was working out 6 days a week before, and I was cutting, and I wasn't giving my body enough rest, and I was squatting and deadlifting like 3 times a week each, and it's really bad. And so that set right there is 345 for 3. You see me setting up the camera here, 345 again for 3, and then the next set will be 355. And that was pretty much the heaviest I've ever gone for reps before since my injury. I've been doing a lot of rehab work, a lot of glute ham extensions, and lying hamstring curls and stuff like that, stuff to strengthen my posterior chain so I don't go to Snap City again. You can really see me focusing on keeping my lats engaged the whole time too, because that was a problem I had before that led to the lumbar back rounding. Accumulating volume with lumbar back rounding obviously ended up with me going to fucking Snap City. So really consciously keeping the lats in is what's keeping the deadlift together right now. And so coming into this 3rd set right here, it felt really good. I don't know what I'm staring at, but getting ready to pull this. And so this comes up really easily too, a lot easier than the last time that I did this, and I think I did a 3x2 last time. And so this is feeling a lot better. And this is also after 3 sets of heavy squatting too. And getting after that, you'll see in this, actually we'll just let this pull through. You see my hips are coming up a little bit, and I'd rather have them come up a little bit and keep my back in line than have the hips start too high and I have lower back rounding, because I think that's what really contributed to my injury as well from beforehand. And so you see the hips come up a little bit, but it's also in conjunction with the rest of my body, so I'll take that as it is. But next, you'll see I was like, it's kind of a shitty workout already. I'm not feeling so hot. I was like, let's throw 225 on and just see how many we can do. And I said, let's just do this touch and go too. Because the last time I had touch and go with any kind of weight like this, I think it's 225, 2 plates. I struggled as a top set. This is before squats, and this is after squats and deadlifts. So I'm really surprised by this. And this is just flying off my chest. I mean, like, I've never repped it anything above. Anything above 5 reps before, and that even then it was rocket ship off my chest, and you can see that it's not really like a rocket ship off my chest here. It's an honest touch and go, but the form does break down on the last rep of both of these sets that I have here, because I was like, shit, I might as well go for another set. And you can see my elbows almost get in front of the bar. Which is no bueno. That could really send my shoulders and elbows to Snap City. But I think keeping upper back tightness and not bouncing when I do leg drive. You can see I almost do a little bit of a hip thrust when I put my leg drive in, and so that could really sabotage any kind of tightness in my back while I'm trying to bench, which I think is really what kind of made my bench so shitty in the first place. But this is a really big PR for me, and I'm really excited about this. And after this, I just did a bunch of generic accessories, leg extensions and stuff like that. I get a pretty nice pump, and then this set right here, the second set, I only got 7, but it's still pretty nice. The form didn't break down as bad. I also threw on the wrist straps right there. But next, you can see is a little bit of flex footage afterwards. And so I'm not really the leanest right now, I'd say. I've been cutting for about probably a month and a half altogether these past couple of months, and this is after a couple days, 3, 4, 5, maybe 1,000 calories. Just not really tracking, just trying to get my strength back, really. I hit a 365 squat. I buried a 365 squat the other day. So I'm really just trying to keep the strength up while being at a lower body weight. I've lost around 15 pounds so far, and this is actually a drastic difference than the video I took in March. You can see I think that was my last video, the video before that, regardless. But, just some standard stuff. I don't think I do any leg posing here, but my legs have grown a lot. I think they grew at least 3 or 4 inches over this bulk because it's the first time squatting and doing a lot of leg volume, deadlifts and all that kind of stuff. But just some generic stuff, posing, and this is upright because I pulled a Instagram picture out of this, doctored it up a little bit, the Instagram angles and lighting, all that kind of stuff. But standard stuff here, just some kind of a shitty workout turning into something really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.